Magandang araw ulit mga katagay and welcome again sa ating another reaction episode ng Top 5 Question Answer ng Miss Universe 2020. So malalaman natin kung sino talaga ang nagbigay ng bonggang-bonggang sagot at talaga namang ibinigay ang todo kaya umalay ng star. To be honest, hindi ko pa siya napanood yung top 5. So, ngayon ko pa lang siya mapapanood. Pero, napanood ko na yung sagot ni Rabiya kasi nabigyan ko na ng reaction yung full performance na meron siyang question and answer doon. Pero yung nakakompare yung another question, talaga namang, I'm so excited. Kaya naman, no further ado, let's watch this. Before that, please don't forget to like and share and click the notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa mga susunod kong video pag nag-upload ako. Kaya guys, please, once again, thank you to all my new subscriber at nakita ko kayo. Kung sino man kayo, alam niyo kung sino kayo, thank you very much sa pag-subscribe nyo sa aking channel. Super hard from Belgium. Kaya naman, tara, simulan na natin mag-react.
First question. If you are under strict quarantine and isolation, what is the most important mobile app for you and why?
What? Medyo mahirap yung tanong, pero tingnan natin kung masasagot niya ng tama. If you are under quarantine with isolation, what's the most important mobile app that you and why? Okay, let's see.
The most important app during this whole quarantine was my Bible. Having faith in the midst of this pandemic was very vital to me, not only for my mental health, but also for my sanity. It got me through the toughest of times. I was able to get through others through the toughest of times, and it kept me centered, and it kept me grounded. And that's the most important thing that I would need in a pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Parang medyo may plasticing sagot, hindi totoo. Parang, may app ba na Bible? In my own thing, kahit ako naniniwala ako sa Diyos, pero I never put an app, a Bible app on my phone. Sorry, but it's only my opinion. So, sana medyo pwede niya sabihin Instagram or something. Pero, siyempre, sagot niya yun, opinion niya yun. So, pagbigyan natin. Let's see yung pangalawa niyang sagot.
Thank you very much. Are you ready for your second question?
Yes, bring it on.
All right, here it comes. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis? Time starts now.
As we all know, pageants are a very
What? What? Is that correct what I heard? Very. Remember when Venus Ra said major is a big like, mistake when you said a major. So parang, if Venus Ra have a major, ano naman kay Michelle Gumabaw of Quezon City? Very, let's continue.
inspiring event, not only to the Philippines, but to every country who supports pageantry. It is important to stage a pageant and to show the Philippines that we are much more than our setbacks, than our failures, and that we are able to overcome any adversity. Having a pageant symbolizes hope, and right now on the stage, that is who we are. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Parang may pagka-super rehearse yung question. Ano ito? Naibigay na tong question na ito prior sa question and answer or on the spot? Kasi parang na-memory siya masyado. Parang masyadong rehearse. So, o talagang sanay lang silang sumagot on the spot ng question. Parang medyo malayo dun sa tanong, in my own opinion, guys. Pero syempre, hindi naman ako super pageant analyst na kagaya ng iba na talagang magagaling. Ako, it's on my observation, it's only my opinion. Hope hindi nyo ako i-bash, diba? So, let's proceed to the other contestant.
Thank you very much, Quezon City, Michelle Gumabaw. And now we move on to our next candidate from Cavite, Kimberly Hackinson, aka Billy.
Wow, she's so sexy with the yellow.
Good evening, judges.
Blinkering.
All right, Billy, I will ask you two questions. You had a chance to pick your question backstage. After 30 seconds, you will hear this. and then I will ask you another question. All right, are you ready? Okay. Here's your first question. What advice will you give to a first-time voter for the 2022 elections? Time starts now.
We have fought long and hard for our right to suffrage. And this is not something that we should waste. For us to be able to complain and be able to appreciate the things that we have as Filipino citizens, we have to vote. We have to participate in selecting our leaders. Thank you.
Masyadong maikli, direct to the point, pero para sa akin malayo yung sagot niya. Kasi alam naman natin na lahat tayo is, we have the right to vote. So alam na natin yan. Yung tanong is, ano yung pwede niyang i-advise para sa mga new voters. So parang ngayon, parang ni-remind niya lang. So it's again, it's only my opinion. Magaling siya, maganda siya. Pero malayo yung sagot.
Thank you very much. All right, here is your second question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential or non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis?
I am someone who is usually an independent person. But because of this beauty pageant, I realized that I needed to ask for help, that I needed to reach out to people. And same goes for everyone else. To be able to survive something as big as this pandemic, altruism should be practiced and cooperation is always the key. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, super concise, direct to the point answer. Pero in my opinion, again, medyo malayo doon sa tinatanong na question. Siguro mali lang ako na pagkaintindi, pero in my opinion, parang medyo malayo. Parang hindi niya sinagot yung tanong. Pero tingnan natin yung mga susunod na contestant.
Thank you very much. Round of applause for Cavite, Kimberly Hackinson. Next up, we shall hear from Bohol, Pauline Amalinks.
Okay, so gorgeous, wearing blue. Parang ganyan din yung suot niya, yung prelim na parang color pink something. Oh, stunning. Pero parang familiar siya. Parang may sumali ba before siya sa other pageant? Kasi mukhang familiar yung kanyang face. I don't know, pero let's see. Let's comment down below, guys.
Good evening.
Good evening again.
How are you?
Overwhelmed, but all in all, very grateful to be here.
Yes, here we go. Down to the final couple questions. I will ask you two questions. One you picked backstage. After you hear 30 seconds, after you talk for 30 seconds, you'll hear this. And then I'll give you another 30 seconds to answer the second question. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Your first question. What factors influence you in deciding on what to buy or post online?
That's a very interesting question. Oh my goodness, may naalala tuloy ako na isang candidate before about ganyan. Wag na lang nating sabihin kung sino yan. Pero let's see kung kaya niya sagutin ng tama.
The factors that help me decide that is basically what I want to put out there, what I want to show the world about myself, how I want to portray myself. What matters most is that we know who we are, that we are true to our authentic selves,
Good girl.
and that we always try our best to show and share that to the rest of the world, and hopefully inspire them to do the same.
Wow.
Thank you.
Good answer. Ms.
Here is your
Bohol?
second question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis? Go.
I think pageants are now an amazing platform to show that not all our dreams are canceled. They're just put on hold. And for us, we're lucky that we're still able to make this one dream come true, to stand here, to spread hope, to rally people together in action and conversation, and spark change. And together, I'm sure, we can make a positive impact out there on this stage. That is the essence of beauty pageants in the time of the pandemic.
Parang ano siya, masyadong, ano ba ito? Naibigay na ba itong question para nila sagutin? Kasi pag nakita ko sa top 5 ng other competition like sa Miss Universe talaga, yung parang may nilalagay sila dito sa tenga para hindi marinig yung question. So kung halimbawa, si Miss Quezon City siya yung unang sumagot, kasi napansin ko, pare-pareho yung question, parang yung susunod, nakapag-isip na sila ng tamang isasagot. So, guys, comment down below kung paano yung system na ginawa nila o ito ba ay tape at hiwa-hiwalay itong tawag dito, binigay sa kanila. Basta yun na yun. Yung sagot niya magaling pero parang walang puso, hindi nagagaling, parang masyadong rehearse para sa akin. Sana man lang meron, parang from the bottom, yung parang yung pag nagsalita kailangan may ganun dapat na makaka-relate yung tao pero parang hindi ko na-feel, walang ganun. Pero magaling, okay naman yung sagot niya pero let's see.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Bohol, Pauline Amalinks. Now let's call on Iloilo. Rabiya Mateo.
Ooh.
Good evening.
Good evening, Casey.
Got it.
How are you doing?
Wow.
I'm nervous. For everybody. Okay. So I will ask you two questions. You're able to choose a number backstage. After you talk for 30 seconds, you will hear this. And then I will ask another question where you receive another 30 seconds. Clear?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Your first question. If you could create a new paper currency with the image of any Filipino on it, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
If I were given the chance, I want to use the face of Miriam Defensor Santiago. For those who don't know, she was an
Nice. I
Ilongga.
love it.
But what I admired about her is that she used her knowledge, her voice to serve the country. And I want to be somebody like her, somebody who puts her heart, her passion into action. And after all, she is the best president that we never had.
Guys, wait lang Parang ang galing ng pagkakasabi, parang out of the blue, biglang pumasok si Miss Iloilo and then, boom! They hit the bell and on point the sagot, direct to the point from the hearts and everything. My goodness, my puso. Parang pag nagsalita siya and then tumingin ka sa kanyang eyes, parang sinasabi niya, look at me, listen to me. I deliver, and this is the best answer that you have to listen. That again is my opinion, guys. Let's continue the second question.
It's time for your second question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential or non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis?
As a candidate, I know I'm not just the face of Iloilo City, but I am here carrying hope and as a symbol of light in the darkest times. And as of the moment, I want to help my community. I want to use my strength to make an impact. And that is the essence of beauty pageant. It gives us the power to make a difference.
Wow! Siya lang yung sumagot na may narinig akong, woo, woo, woo. Wow! Out of the bloom! Kasi yung mga nauna, I hear mga front runner ito ng Miss U Philippines, tapos itong si, out of the bloom, biglang pumasok Dark Horse, and then, boom! This is my answer. Parang sinabi niya, wait lang guys! Ako ang sasagot. Parang hinawi niya lahat ng sumagot na nauna. Oh my goodness, Rabiya. That's why you won the Miss Universe. Amazing answer. On point. May puso, may suntok. Nandoon May command, may sincerity, may authenticity. Let's see the last girl.
Well said, Iloilo. To a child who has never seen a pageant, how would you describe a beauty queen?
I would tell that
Oh my God, this is also a very difficult question. I wonder how they able to answer the questions so quickly and so eloquently. Amazing. They're amazing.
Child, that a beauty queen is somebody who is first and foremost a human being. She's somebody that is proud of who she is, but most importantly, she is somebody that brings hope. When she wears that crown on her head, it's not just because she's the most beautiful girl in the room, but it's because she's the woman who inspires hope. She's the woman who inspires love and productivity and somebody being authentic. And a beauty queen is somebody that we should always look up to.
Thank you.
Ang ganda ng sagot niya, kaso kinulangan ng oras. Nandun na sa momentum na pag ano, biglang boom, parang nawala, nakakainis. Ay, pero let's see the second question.
Time for your second question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential or non-essential. Where do pageants stand in a time of crisis?
In my experience with the pandemic and being in one of the most prestigious pageants in the Philippines, I've realized that pageants are something that can give Filipinos hope, and it's something that can give Filipinos something to look forward to. It's something that we as Filipinos, as a pageant-loving nation, it's something that we're so proud of. It's something that gives us life. And that's the relevance of what a pageant is. We help each other out, we help other people, and we help ourselves grow. We help each other prosper through any negative aspect.
Again, kinulang siya ng time. Ang ganda ng sagot. Pero nung pumupunta na yung momentum, biglang naputol. Sayang Paranaque. Kaya naman pala personal up ka lang. Pero ang galing sobra. So, sali ka uli next time. Ha? Ayun na nga guys! Ayun na nga. At napanood na natin ng bonggang-bongga ang question and answer ng top 5 sa Miss Universe 2020. Kaya naman pala, nanalo si Rabiya Mateo ng Iloilo. Talaga namang parang out of nowhere, kasi hindi pala siya front runner. Talaga namang dark horse ng competition. Out of nowhere, parang sinabi niyang, alis kayo dyan, guy! Ako ang sasagot, and watch and listen. Kaya naman pala, siya yung nanalo. Super sincere, super authentic. Talaga namang beauty and brain, ako masabi guys, sobra. Yun lang, and mula po dito sa Bansang Belgium, ito po si Harold, ang nag-iwan ng kasabihan, we love you! Bye-bye!